War has been one of humanity's greatest tragedies, shaping history, lives, and the human spirit. Through cinema, filmmakers have captured its horrors, its moral dilemmas, and its profound emotional impact. In this video, we explore the top 15 anti-war movies of all time, films that don't glorify battle, but reveal the human cost, the courage, and the heartbreak behind every conflict. From gripping dramas to haunting animations, these stories will leave you reflecting long after the credits roll.
Does this remind you of anything? Why, of course you recognize.
Through satire and theatricality, the film lampoons dictatorship, propaganda, and global tension. Its bold performances and comedic exaggeration highlight the absurdity of tyranny while conveying the stakes of political and military oppression. The narrative blends humor with dramatic undertones, creating a larger-than-life depiction of the era's conflicts. Cinematic style and timing emphasize both the surreal and serious consequences of authoritarian power, producing a story that is both entertaining and thought-provoking.
And now for the other great characters in our story.
This is the greatest pianist in Poland, maybe the whole world.
A musician struggles to survive in a city ravaged by war, navigating constant danger and loss. The film portrays the resilience, ingenuity, and endurance required to survive amidst destruction, blending intimate personal moments with the larger chaos of wartime. Cinematography captures both vulnerability and determination, showing the delicate balance between hope and despair. The story is a poignant portrait of human perseverance and the power of the spirit in the darkest times.
If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge?
Life aboard a German U-boat during World War II is claustrophobic, tense, and relentless. The crew faces danger from both the enemy and the unforgiving sea, enduring psychological pressure and physical strain. The film's meticulous attention to detail and immersive camera work creates a suffocating sense of confinement, capturing the intensity, fear, and camaraderie of life in an isolated submarine, where every decision can mean life or death. A group of friends from a small town faces the chaos of war, forever altering their lives and community. The film interweaves intimate personal moments with the brutality of combat, illustrating how conflict reverberates beyond the battlefield. Through immersive storytelling, emotional performances, and haunting imagery, the narrative explores camaraderie, trauma, and the fragile ties that bind people together when everything familiar is threatened by violence.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's the matter with you? Don't you recognize me?
おめでとうございます。召集令状です。
ありがとうございます。送りのため精一杯ご奉公してまいります。
The Battle of Iwo Jima unfolds through the eyes of Japanese soldiers, revealing their courage, fear, and humanity. The film captures the daily lives, struggles, and decisions of men facing impossible odds, portraying a deeply personal side of war often unseen. Cinematic framing emphasizes the tension and isolation of combat, while intimate moments convey the weight of responsibility, loyalty, and survival. The story immerses viewers in a perspective that humanizes soldiers on the other side of history's conflict.
我々の子供らが日本で一日でも長く安泰に暮らせるなら我々がこの島を守る一日には意味があるんです。
花子、この手紙が届くことはないだろう。でもお前と赤ん坊のことだけが気がかりだ。
That is not your daddy's shotgun, cowboy. Private Joker is silly and he's ignorant, but he's got guts, and guts is enough.
From intense boot camp to the chaos of battle, soldiers are molded into instruments of war. The film juxtaposes rigorous training with the horrors of combat, emphasizing the physical and psychological transformation of recruits. Stark, unflinching visuals and disciplined narrative pacing create a cinematic study of military life, highlighting tension, desensitization, and the human cost embedded in every moment of conflict.
How's it gonna look if you get killed wearing a peace symbol?
What is that you've got written on your helmet?
Born to kill, sir.
You write born to kill on your helmet and you wear a peace button. Don't you love your country?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you jump on the team and come on in for the big win?
If you're gonna get killed in the now, it's better to get it in the first few weeks. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm so tired. I think I've made a big mistake coming here.
A new recruit enters the Vietnam War and faces the harsh realities of combat, rivalry, and moral conflict. The film's intimate and immersive style conveys the claustrophobia, tension, and relentless pressure of frontline service. Through vivid portrayals of camaraderie, fear, and personal struggle, the narrative captures the psychological and emotional landscape of soldiers caught in a brutal, unyielding conflict.
Pianist. Why didn't you do something?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you lie! I can't go down, easy! Burn! You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
You ain't a firing squad, you piece of shit!
Got him! We got him! Oh, get out!
Let the word go forth.
Daddy, the soldier!
The torch has been passed to a new...
A young soldier returns from war physically and emotionally scarred, confronting the life-altering consequences of combat. The film portrays the transition from idealism to disillusionment as the character navigates a society shaped by conflict. Intimate storytelling and cinematic realism highlight the personal toll of warfare, revealing the profound impact on identity, relationships, and the pursuit of meaning after returning from battle.
There's something happening here. You gotta try and stay alive, okay? You hear me? Ain't exactly clear.
Chicago has an Alice in Wonderland quality about it. Things are getting curiouser and curiouser.
Come on, get up there. Get up there. Keep going.
You've heard of Colonel Walter E. Kurtz? Your mission is to terminate the Colonel's command.
Terminate. Terminate with extreme prejudice.
A journey into the Vietnam War becomes a descent into psychological darkness, blending reality and hallucination. Soldiers navigate chaotic landscapes, moral ambiguity, and the collapse of reason in the face of extreme violence. The film's cinematography heightens the sense of disorientation and dread, immersing viewers in a surreal, hallucinatory world where war becomes both external chaos and an internal abyss, creating an unforgettable cinematic odyssey.
This is the end, my only friend, the end.
Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier.
If I go first, I'll wait for you there, on the other side of the dark waters. Why should I be afraid to die? I belong to you.
Amidst the lush Pacific battleground, soldiers confront both external threats and internal fears. The film blends poetic imagery with intense combat, capturing the surreal and reflective aspects of war. Cinematography and sound create an immersive experience that highlights tension, camaraderie, and the haunting presence of mortality. Through its lyrical approach, the story explores human endurance and the psychological weight of facing relentless violence.
No difference who you are. No matter how much training you got, how tough a guy you might be, you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, you're gonna get it.
For not being entirely honest with you. I apologize for not revealing my true feelings. I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
Set in World War I, the film explores soldiers navigating impossible orders and moral dilemmas. The camera captures tension, injustice, and the overwhelming machinery of military hierarchy. Every scene emphasizes the human cost of obedience under impossible circumstances, showing courage and vulnerability side by side. The narrative is tightly wound, immersing viewers in the ethical and psychological strain that defines life on the front lines.
0+1 and they're still in the trenches. They're not advancing. Miserable cowards. They're not advancing. The barrage is getting away from them. They're still in the trenches. Captain Nichols.
Yes, sir?
Order the 75s to commence firing on our own positions.
なんでホタル過ごしんでしまう？
あんたらも気ぃつけて早んでよ。てっちゃん、お兄ちゃんの言うことよう聞くんよ。
Two siblings struggle to survive in wartime Japan, facing starvation, displacement, and the destruction of their world. Through intimate animation, tender human moments clash with the harshness of conflict, highlighting the vulnerability of childhood amidst devastation. The film balances heart-wrenching realism with poetic visual storytelling, immersing viewers in the fragility, resilience, and emotional depth of lives forever changed by war.
I don't see that. The Kaiser's got everything he needs.
Well, they never had a war before.
Young soldiers endure the brutal realities of World War I from the trenches to battlefields, where fear and exhaustion define daily life. The film conveys relentless pressure, chaos, and the loss of youthful innocence in a war that consumes all. Cinematography emphasizes the starkness of life on the front lines, while intimate portrayals of soldiers' struggles evoke empathy and a deep understanding of the human cost of combat.
No bounds.
Like every other kind of government, it's got something to do with young men killing each other, I believe.
When it comes my turn, will you want me to go?
For democracy, any man would give his only begotten son.
A soldier awakens trapped within his own body, unable to move or speak, confronting a silent yet unbearable battlefield. The film transforms internal struggle and memory into a vivid exploration of war's consequences. Through long, intimate sequences, viewers experience the isolation and torment of a life constrained by conflict. Every frame magnifies the psychological tension, creating a profound meditation on identity, human resilience, and the devastating cost of violence.
What's this guy doing here? He ain't gonna get killed.
Leave him alone. He's all right.
Теперь не сховаете. Зачем реально не достануть?
A young boy journeys through war-torn Belarus, witnessing the unimaginable horrors of conflict firsthand. The film immerses viewers in chaotic battlefields and ravaged villages, capturing the relentless destruction and psychological toll of war. Innocence collides with violence at every turn, leaving a haunting impression. With raw, unflinching imagery, the camera follows the protagonist through a world transformed by conflict, delivering a visceral, unforgettable cinematic experience that grips the senses and heart. That wraps up our journey through the top 15 anti-war movies of all time. Now, we want to hear from you. Which anti-war films would you include in your list? Share your thoughts, favorite moments, or hidden gems in the comments below.